Sébastien Theveny has published 10 novels and seduced more than 100 readers to date. He was the most read self-published author on Amazon France in 2018. In 2022, in collaboration with Vertigo Edizioni, his first novel in Italian is released and launched to the Italian publishing market. It is entitled Altri 8 minuti di sole. We're glad to welcome the author, Sébastien, who's now connected with us today to present this captivating new Italian title. Hi, Sébastien. Thank you for being here and thank you for your time.
Hello, Ginevra. I'm very pleased to be here.
So first of all, please introduce us to the book. What is Altri 8 minuti di sole about?
I think it's very difficult to say what is it about, but I can say what is it not about. Altri 8 minuti di sole is in fact very different from all my other novels. As I used to write thrillers, suspense, mysteries, crimes, this one is more than a feel-good novel. Even in this one, I'm talking about tough moments for the kids, even if the subject is the cystic fibrosis. We can tell it's a feel-good novel, but is the cystic fibrosis really the subject? I'm not sure, because this novel shows a lot of subjects. For example, is it a novel about tennis? Because Jules, the main character, is very fan of Roger Federer. So there is tennis in this novel. Although every game described in it is true, every point is true and real and can be found and verified in the highlights on the internet. But this is real, but it's not definitely a sports novel. So that's not a sport novel. Is it a novel about cystic fibrosis? I'm not sure. I could have written an essay on the cystic fibrosis because I met a lot of people concerned by this terrible disease. I met kids, parents, organizations, and more. And I attended respiratory physiotherapy sessions, etc. But and I seen a teenager in these sessions, and this teenager is maybe my inspiration for the character of Jules. But instead, talking about the disease, I chose to show to the readers what it's like to live with this disease on a daily basis. All the cares that takes more than a third of a day, massages, respiratory sessions, taking medication, etc. So it's more about real life on a daily basis. And finally, I can say this novel is more about the relationship between a father and his son, because they spent a lot of time together during this trip between home and London. So they both need this trip. They need to be together because they need to talk to each other. That's it. I think this is the real subject of this novel, the relationship between the father and the son.
So if you had to define a target public for your book, what would you say? Is it for everybody? Is it for adults, for young readers?
I think this story is readable by everyone. It's not only for adults. Many teenagers have read this novel at school, for example. So it's very easy to read. I think it's for everyone. be starting at 13 years old, for example.
And when and why did you decide in a certain moment of your life to write down this story? Of course, I mean the original one, then translated. But what was the inspiration?
My inspiration. Why did I write this novel? I think first of all, it's dedicated to, as I put it in the beginning, it's dedicated to Nadège in memory and to Frédéric in support, because Frédéric is one of my childhood's best friend, and Nadège was, I say was because was his wife, and she died. She died a couple of years ago after giving birth to their second child. She had the cystic fibrosis, and this birth had been lethal for her. She never recovered. So this is why I wrote this this novel for Frederick and to support him. But also I think cystic fibrosis is somehow misunderstood. Many people think cystic fibrosis is contagious when they see people coughing, for example. I don't know if you know the singer Grégory Le Marchal, who attended in France the Star Academy program many years ago. He also had cystic fibrosis. He died and left a foundation dedicated to the research. It's been a first step to make people understand and appreciate better this disease. And finally, my goal with this novel is to popularize the knowledge about this disease. In what way? By offering this moving and possibly true story. That's my inspiration and why I write it.
Thank you, Sébastien. Thank you for offering this novel to the Italian public now, and thank you for your time today. We wish you best luck on the Italian market.
I hope the Italian readers will love it.
Altri 8 minuti di sole, written by Sébastien Theveny, is now available in bookstores and digital platforms, a publication by Vertigo Edizioni.